Peace and tranquility, brothers and sisters. Brother Montu, back again. I want y'all to notice this shirt I got on. It's a shirt of Anubal with bloody hands. Anubis to you with bloody hands. Now, why? That's how I feel when that's my focus when I train. So this is my training shirt. I got a goon. I got some little goons on the back. Alright, so you know I'm spiritual all the way around. So like I was saying before, I pray when I pray. Let me tell y'all when I pray. When I pray, I'm not religious. Of course, I grew up Baptist in holiness. My father's side of the family was holiness. My mother's side of the family was Baptist. So I was baptized in a place called Mount Lebanon Baptist Church, right? In Bed-Stuy, okay? What's that? Decatur and Lewis. Decatur and Lewis. My Aunt Mary used to live on that block. My Uncle Fred used to own a pool room on Fulton Street, right off of Truth. I think that's where Levels is, where Levels was or Levels is. There used to be a pool room right there. That was my Uncle Fred, Fred Moore. Had a cousin named Junior, his son Junior. He was a black belt from Master John Dinkins, whose school was on Maple Street. I think it still is, even though he's now an ancestor. But his school was right there on Maple Street in New York Ave. See, I've been around, y'all. I've been around with these type of people. My father was a sportscaster at one time. He was a sports writer. All right, but my father is from Georgia. He used to play for a high school team called Blue Tide, right? My father won a scholarship to college, y'all, from basketball. He good like that. He was on Channel 13, Curtis Lee Wilcox. He was on Channel 13 when they was at Forster Park. They used to play, back in the days in the 70s, they used to play hard. You know, everybody was outside, as y'all say. But our parents were outside, playing with the young dudes basketball, playing stickball, playing baseball, playing football, two-hand touch, tackle. Everybody was outside when I grew up. The older people was outside talking, paying attention, teaching, sharing. That's how we grew up, watching us when the mothers wasn't around. Everybody, it was like, when they say a village, it takes a village, yeah, to take care. Well, bro, we had that. We had that village, all right? I don't know what happened to it. It diminished over the years, you know, like a lot of things. But we're here to talk about the progression of me and my fighting skills. Well, my cousin C.Allah, all right? He was like in Sparfield, like I told you before, he was in a lot of jail systems, and he's a well-known person. He's an ancestor too now. But my cousin C was a real, listen to the word, real great fighter in the streets and in jail. He has a reputation. When he passed away, unfortunately, a young person, he lived in New Jersey, a young person who didn't know him, he's older now, disrespected him. My cousin C beat the guy so bad. He was a younger dude too. My cousin was older, and he beat the guy so bad that it was in the newspapers. You couldn't recognize the guy. The guy's uncle, who was a firefighter, seen his nephew and couldn't understand his condition. And instead of, you know, confronting, doing the right thing, no, he was so upset. He went to where my cousin lived, had a Magnum. My cousin was sitting on his porch with his stepson and his wife. Next thing you know, the guy lit a cigarette. When he was standing, they wasn't paying attention, really. But when the guy finished that cigarette, he unloaded and killed my cousin C.Allah. But watch me. My cousin C.Allah, yeah, he not dead. He right here with me. So if y'all want to play all of that movie stuff, I guess I'm a soul gatherer. My name is Montu, which means to bind, to gather, to tie together. That's what I'm doing with y'all and all of my martial arts family out here. If you want to call it martial arts, we call it Montu arts, because we're peaceful, tranquil warriors. We will defend. We will fight to defend peace. See, we want peace, not problems. But if you want to bring problems, oh, don't worry. We about that life. We tough like that. We not soft at all. Just because we want peace don't mean that we won't defend it. Like wild animals trying to defend their cubs. Are you serious? Don't play, because we're not playing. Now, again, we done got Europeanized, because when I was a kid, you used to carry a knife. We used to have car antennas. You pop a car antenna off of somebody surrounding you. We had metal garbage cans. Get that lit like Captain America, bro. That's how I grew up. You had to really fight. And usually I got jumped a lot. You had to learn how to do that. And dudes had knives, some dudes, they all had weapons. So I got a lot of scars everywhere, trust me. Anybody my age probably do. My age, 57s in the 50s, 60s, I got mad, what we call battle scars from fighting in the streets or wherever, the schools, the jails, on the bus, on the train. That's where we used to fight, in the building, your favorite building, not just the projects, just the building on the block. Yeah, the back of the building on the block. In PS 269 main building, they had another little school we used to call the Kiddie Park. We used to go fight back there if we didn't want the adults to see us. See there? Y'all guys, I just want to let y'all know, man, I love all black people, all around everyone who looks like me. That's why I'm spiritual. That's why I'm spiritual. So that's why when I pray to my ancestors. These tattoos, these things, the way I am. I'm a comedic person though. If you choose what style of how I worship or what, I'm a comedic person. But I'm tribal comedic person, not the comedic person that y'all see, the first civilization, no. The ones that led up to the first civilizations. I'm mostly there. I'm that deep. I'm over there. Before they built everything, I'm over there. How they got to there, that's where the warrior comes from in me. See? So that's who I pray to, you know? I call them Mahatis. I pray to Shaka Zulu, who's on my arm, Kalindi E. You see? Professor V, Moses Powell, Professor Marvin Gatlin, Jim Kelly, Sunichi Chiba, Moria Yeshiba. You see? Just to name a few. Grandmaster Dinkins, Grandmaster Can, Grandmaster Cofield, Grandmaster LaPuppet, Grandmaster Franklin, Grandmaster Cheatham, Ahati Tolona, Sakanuye no Tamamumara, Moria Yeshiba. Again, I have to break off with this. I'll talk to you brothers and sisters later. Peace.